My name is Chuck Perou, and I'm a professor of genetics and member of the Lineberger Comprehensive Cancer Center here at the University of North Carolina. I run a genetics laboratory focused on breast cancer genetics and genomics. I became involved doing what we call correlative science. So after we run the trial and we collect the data, we typically often collect the tumor specimens as well and information about the patients, and then use that information to try and find out more about the biology of breast cancer, but also to, importantly, try and identify features of the tumors that might be useful for guiding future clinical trials. I'm now actually a member of 2 different breast cancer clinical trial groups where I'm involved in the design of the clinical trials, and then actually these groups run the trials. So my many roles are to help in the design, but also then to do much of the analysis after the trial is over so that we can learn more from the trials to then design better trials and to figure out which drugs are the most effective for patients. For me, clinical trials are really probably the most important part of cancer research. And I say this for 2 reasons. First, it's really the culmination of all the basic research that we did, where we learn new things and now we want to see if they can make patient care better. And then it's where we actually test these new ideas in patient care. It's incredibly important to have diversity in clinical trials because we want to make absolutely sure that these treatments work on everyone. You know, in the United States, we have a very diverse country. Our clinical trials should mirror that diversity, and I think we're doing a better and better job of ensuring that that is the case. So my advice to patients is when they go meet with their physician and they now have a diagnosis that they have cancer, and you begin to think about different treatment options. Of course, the patient should always be asking the physician questions, and one of the questions they could and should ask is, are there any relevant clinical trials that you know of that I would be eligible for? My passion for cancer research and, I'll say dedication to science and clinical research is twofold, right? First, I just love to discover new things. I always have, when I was small, I always, wanted to take things apart and put them back together again. And now we're kind of doing the same thing, but what we're taking apart and putting back together again are biological organisms. We have to do these clinical trials in order to improve on patient care. And of course, improving on patient care means patients will live longer, have a higher quality of life, and that's really the ultimate goal of our clinical trial research.